Soak and knead sandwich bread in a bowl of water. It only takes a moment to prepare. Let it sit until the bread softens, then squeeze out the excess water. Shape the mixture into small balls and set them aside. In a pot, boil a few potatoes until soft. Once cooled, transfer them to a metal bowl. Add the prepared moist bread. Knead everything together by hand until it forms a smooth, uniform mixture. Now add 3 cups of potato starch and 3 cups of breadcrumbs. Season the mixture with salt for a bold flavor. Add your favorite spice blend. Garlic, oregano, and black pepper work wonderfully. Add chopped red onion for aroma and a hint of sweetness. Finally, chop a bunch of chives for freshness, color, and subtle flavor, and add it to the bowl. For extra color and juiciness, toss in diced tomatoes. Mix everything thoroughly with a spoon. Lightly oil your hands and form small patties from the mixture. Coat each one in breadcrumbs. Heat oil in a pan. When it's hot, add the patties and fry them until they're beautifully golden. The finished patties are hearty, crispy, and delicious, perfect for lunch or dinner. They've been a staple in our home for years, and the whole family loves them. Here's a new, creative way to prepare chicken. Chicken cooked in cabbage is a real treat. Start by marinating the drumsticks with your favorite spices. Then drizzle a little oil over the meat and rub the marinade evenly on each drumstick. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let the chicken sit for 30 minutes. In the meantime, prepare the next part of the dish. Take a fairly large cabbage and remove the core, making a sizable opening. Inside the cabbage, add rice. Then slice some mushrooms and throw them in as well. Sprinkle some bacon over the mushrooms for a perfect flavor boost. Now take the marinated drumsticks and place them, bone side up, inside the cabbage. In a pitcher, dissolve 1 bouillon cube with some heavy cream and pour this mixture over the chicken and inside the cabbage. Transfer the cabbage to a glass baking dish and bake for an hour at 180 degrees. After this time, the dish is ready. The chicken is perfectly juicy and the sides complement the meal. Be sure to try this recipe. Pour pickle juice over the meat. You've never had such juicy meat before. For this recipe, pork loin works perfectly. Take 5 slices of pork loin and lay them out on a cutting board. Using a knife, make vertical and horizontal cuts on the meat, creating a grid pattern on both sides. Place the prepared meat into a Ziploc bag. Pour pickle juice over the meat in the bag, then add your favorite spices and some mustard. Seal the bag and massage the meat to ensure the marinade reaches every part. Let the bag with the meat sit for about 30 minutes. After that, take the meat out and place it on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Spread mayonnaise over each piece of meat, then add slices of tomato. Top the pork slices with grated pickles. Finally, sprinkle grated cheese over the meat. The meat is now ready for baking. Place the tray in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. After this time, the meat will be perfectly tender and juicy, ideal for both dinner and as an appetizer. Add an egg to canned fish, and I guarantee you haven't tried a dish like this before. Start by grating 100 grams of yellow cheese. Then, take a can of fish, like sardines, and crack an egg into it. Mix thoroughly. Slice an onion into rings and sauté it in butter over medium heat. Once the onion softens, add the fish and egg mixture. Cover and cook for a few minutes. Sprinkle the grated cheese on top, cover again, and let it melt. Flip the omelette and cook until golden on both sides. Cut into pieces and serve with tomato sauce for a tasty, filling meal. This simple and hearty fish omelette is perfect for any time of the day. I learned this recipe while working at a wedding venue. It's easy to prepare and uses common ingredients. This chicken tastes just like it came from a restaurant. Start by slicing the chicken breast lengthwise, creating 2 thin fillets. Place the meat on a cutting board and cover it with plastic wrap. Gently pound the meat on both sides with a mallet. Next, take some softened butter and cut it into small slices. Lay the slices evenly over the chicken fillet. Now, prepare the herb stuffing. Take fresh herbs. I use parsley, but you can use dill or basil. Chop them finely. On a separate board, grate some grana padano or Parmesan cheese. Mix the cheese with the chopped parsley. Spread this mixture over the butter on the chicken fillet. Carefully roll up the chicken, forming neat roulades. Coat the rolled chicken in a special breading. To prepare the breading, take 2 containers. In one, combine 100 grams of breadcrumbs with the grated hard cheese. In the other, whisk 1 egg. Dip the roulades first in the egg, then in the breadcrumb mixture. Place the breaded chicken roulades on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake the roulades in the oven for 30 minutes at 180 degrees. While the roulades are baking, prepare a bell pepper and tomato sauce, which perfectly complements this dish. Take a red bell pepper, remove the seeds, and chop it into small cubes. You'll also need a few cherry tomatoes. Cut them into smaller pieces. Heat some olive oil in a pan, then use a garlic press to crush 1 clove of garlic into the pan. Once the garlic is lightly sautéed, add the pepper and tomatoes. Cook on low heat until the vegetables are soft. Transfer the cooked vegetables to a blender and blend them into a smooth, aromatic sauce. Serve the baked chicken roulades with this sauce and a side of vegetable salad. The inside will be tender and the outside crispy. Coffee glazed oven wings. This recipe is delicious, and I guarantee you've never tasted anything better. Start with 2 kilograms of chicken wings. Wash them and cut off the tips. Then cut the wings in half and place them in a large bowl. Add a tablespoon of salt and pepper, a tablespoon of sweet paprika, and a tablespoon of curry powder. Peel 3 garlic cloves and press them through a garlic press. Add the garlic to the wings. Pour in 200 milliliters of milk. Put on a glove and mix the wings with the marinade thoroughly so every piece is coated. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let it marinate for 30 minutes. After that, preheat the oven to 180 degrees and prepare the coating. Put potato starch into a bowl and coat the wings. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Place the wings on a baking sheet and bake for 20 minutes. While the wings are in the oven, prepare the sauce. Pour 100 grams of ketchup into a pot. Add 40 grams of butter and 4 tablespoons of honey. In a small bowl, dissolve 2 tablespoons of instant coffee in warm water, then add it to the pot. Grate the zest of a lemon and squeeze half of it for juice, then add that to the sauce. Heat everything up until the ingredients melt and combine. Remove the wings from the oven and coat them with the sauce, making sure every piece is covered. The sauce is what gives them that amazing flavor. Place the wings back on the baking sheet and bake for another 15 minutes. And you're done. This meal will be a hit with the whole family. The meat is juicy, full of flavor, and the sauce is absolutely delicious. It disappears from the plate in just a few minutes.